can trust me.
Wait, did he just say you can trust me?
All right, we're going to do a reaction for the Marvel movie Disney Plus Loki, which comes out in theaters May the 7th and on Disney Plus June the 11th. Director by Mitchell Weldron. I'm not entirely sure. The guy that did apparently did Rick and Morty, so that's a bit of his humor. And the actor is Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson is pretty much the Loki guy nowadays. Actually, he's really loved in Japan. A lot of people love him in Japan. Also, they think he's hot, and you know.
Stealthy pretty much told me right before she walked out the door, we're gonna go see that, right?
he plays a good bad guy, but this is supposed to be him after he steals the what again?
After he grabbed the Tesseract.
Okay, was that the
square glowing object that you've seen in the movies?
Was that after the second Avenger movies or the first Avenger movies? Do you know?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think it's probably the second one. I think it's probably the second one.
It's the second one. He stole it in the second one.
Yeah. And for those who do not know who Loki is a Norse god, right? God?
Yeah, he's a half-breed.
He's a half-breed of what?
So he was actually originally a frost giant child. And Odin took him in when they pretty much brought the frost giants to their knees because he couldn't make himself kill a child, and he used some of his power basically to impart upon him some Norse god abilities, which allowed him to blend in with the rest of the Norse gods, and nobody really knew about it other than Odin and his wife.
So what is he half-breed of other than a frost giant, which is pretty much a giant that's all ice?
He technically became a half-breed when Odin merged him with Norse god, for lack of a better term, Ambrosia.
Okay, so powers.
So he's half Norse god, half frost giant.
Okay, so does anybody ever know, does he actually have a Norse giant body? Is it all an illusion, or is this actually looks like the entire time, all the time?
The only time I've ever seen any hint of his frost giant part of him coming out was when he broke in and stole that item that allowed the frost giants to be free.
Yeah.
If you watch the movie, he does turn kind of blue skinned.
Okay, so does he have any ice abilities?
Anyway, yeah, when he touched the item, his hand and face kind of turned blue, showing part of his heritage.
Okay, so some of his true blood started coming out, I guess you might say.
Yeah.
Okay, so he could have been a big, giant, hulking ice ball or icicle humanoid, but he's a pale-skinned Norse god.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is the god of trickery.
Trickery.
So he's master of illusions, master of
sleight of hand, of deviousness, of all that good stuff, all that fun stuff that we're told not to do.
So what about lies? Is he also like that, master of god of lies, or is it just tricking?
He's more of a trickster, not so much a liar.
Okay. So, and he learned this from, as far as I understand it, because again, I watched the Thor movies. He learned this from the mother, right?
He learned most of his magic from the mother, yes.
Okay. Do you know any idea what she's god of, or?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Me neither. And of course, his stepbrother or brother, whatever way you want to see it, is Thor, the god of thunder.
Yep.
That's pretty much all. That's pretty much I know a little bit about Norse, but not a lot about mythology when it comes to about northern gods and all that stuff like that. And Loki is perceived as the bad guy, but in this movie, he's going to be the anti-hero.
Yeah, I would call him an anti-hero.
Anti-hero. Okay, so and of course to be directed by a person that made Rick and Morty, it's gonna be comical. Like it's gonna be funny. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Right? It's just the guy's humor is just all about that satire humor. But anyways, let's get to it. I hope y'all enjoy it. This is our first reaction. Neither of us have seen this before, and let's see if it's any good.
Here we go.
Okay.
I know.
I will start off by saying portal into a different spot. Rick and Morty right there. Like the guy loves portals. So, and the soldier has a tesseract in his hand.
Yeah, and did you see Loki's face? It was like, ow, what the hell? I'm getting jacked.
Yeah, he's like, oh, soldier boy, you're a regular soldier boy holding a North God. And he's just like, yeah, I got a tesseract right here too. No big deal. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very interested in where this is going.
And what this place is. The timekeepers have built quite the circus. And I see the
Timekeepers?
Yeah. So even referring back to some of the other characters in Marvel, there is a society of timekeepers. Their entire job is to manage the flow of time so that stuff doesn't break. So like time is supposed to do this,
Yeah.
in a constant stream, not this. And splinter off into a billion different places. And their job is to keep it doing this.
Okay. I had to get to say that the whole teleporting into a massive dome full of all-knowing, all-powerful time wizards reminds me of Rick and Morty's little Morty or Rick whatever dome where all the other Ricks from other timelines are in control of. You know what I'm talking about? You probably, if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, go check it out. It's a good show, but that's where my mind's going with it.
clowns are playing their parts to perfection. Big metaphor guy. I love it.
Oh.
So did anybody else catch the collar? Like, reminds me of like a collar. I can't remember the name of the movie, but like an explosive collar. Like, go outside of this area and your head goes boom.
Yeah, that reminds me of.
What does it remind you of now?
It reminds me of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, the collars that they were low jacked with.
Well, they put it on their neck, so if they blow it up, the entire head goes boom. So yeah, that's where. Of course, you got Will Ferrell. Is it Will Ferrell?
Okay,
This is Will Ferrell, right?
This is I'm not.
All right. That's a.
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
I believe it's Will Ferrell. Could be wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments
Here we
below.
go. You sound super smart. I am smart. I know. Okay.
Please sign to verify this is everything you've ever said.
This is absurd.
Sign this too.
What?
Please verify this is everything you've ever said. Ever said.
Oh, by the way, this is absurd. And sign this too.
That pile's not big enough. It's Loki, the god of deception and deceit. He's all about talking. Where's the part where you're below me? I'm a god. Where's that part at?
No. Where's the part where he's screaming in pain as the Hulk smashes him like a weenie? Wah, 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 wah.
But that on paper too? Like there's no, and that's a whole spreadsheet for this is absurd. The whole spreadsheet for this is absurd. I what? Do they print for every sentence or they just went?
I think that one printed on a solid sheet like that because it was like an add-on. It was the last thing that he said.
So I guess he's gonna read him saying I am smart. Just above that too, the guy was like, "God dang it, we're done here." Ah, God dang it. How you?
Well, could you imagine being that dude that like every day when this person talks, a piece of paper prints out for everything they said, and you have to rip it off the printer? I would look like this too.
Yeah, and also, how would he keep up with just one person? Does a god get one person, all them by themselves? Just I'm a god, I get one person just for me. Or just is there a tentacle?
Or does he have multiples? Here we go.
Oh, so he didn't say nothing?
We protect the proper flow of time.
You picked up the Tesseract, breaking reality.
I want you to help.
All right, so you seen the timeline, right?
Yeah.
That's what they don't want to happen. It's not supposed to split like that.
It's treeing out. It's multiple realities coming of their own.
Right. They're splitting off.
They're protecting it with Will Ferrell. I'm not hating on the actor. And now they're noticing the Tesseract just by itself. Forget the rest of the all powerful stones. Just the Tesseract.
Well, because the Tesseract was the time stone.
It was a time stone. Okay, so it has very specific properties. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, and he has to, and they want him to fix it.
Yep.
Help us fix it.
Why me?
I need your unique Loki perspective.
Do I get a weapon?
Yeah.
You really believe in this Loki variant?
Okay, so it literally says on his jacket variant.
So they can pick him out, I'm assuming?
I'm guessing because if it's multiple timelines, wouldn't there be multiple Lokis?
Yeah, and he has his. I believe Loki's always had a dagger, right? But now he has a dagger.
Yeah, that was his weapon of choice. Was dual daggers.
Okay, it wasn't just the staff that of the powers. He gets no weapons. I'm sure they had to let him keep his powers unless they figure out a way to stop that. And
I don't know how that would work. I mean, how do you suppress a god's power?
Yeah, and even then, like, how exactly would you, if you were Loki, and how would you be any help if not for your powers?
Right. I mean, that's what I was just thinking. I mean, why would you recruit a god to help you if you're not going to let the god have the powers that can help you?
Yeah, it's like he's not no Black Widow. He's not going to go swinging around someone's neck like a fair-go-round and snap it.
Yeah, he's not some freaking super soldier or nothing like that. All right, here we go.
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us.
My
powers.
It is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seen some power usage.
Yeah, that was definitely a backhand.
It looks like when he was coming down the hall with those daggers, he was at the Hall of Time, pissed off about something. So I'm assuming they do something that makes him angry.
Well, yeah, I like. He's like, he's kind of foolish to think you can manipulate me. I'm assuming they're two genius, very bright people that have their way of dealing with people that are not as smart as them, even if they have powers. But at the same time, he just backhanded dude out. I know he has some combat abilities because he trained with Norse gods and his brother Thor, but even then, he wasn't no. Though he's been around for tens of thousands of years, so he might have some combat training. I just don't see him being combat trained without abilities.
He was part of Thor's inner circle and team that took down multiple threats to Valhalla.
Yeah.
Over the years. I mean, he may not have been the strongest person on the team, but compared to the average Joe, he ain't no slouch. I mean, me and you wouldn't want to stand toe to toe with him.
No, because he just backhanded dude out at the door and did bye to him. Like that's not. I don't see anybody backhanding someone going flying. Maybe like being knocked back a little bit, but not flying.
Yeah.
And he has both his daggers still, so he has weapons. Though there are weapons inside of the time chamber, and looks like some woman at the end of the thing with a beat stick and two soldier boys. So I'm not assuming anything here, but I have a feeling, like you said, something he didn't like, and he's going back to
Who's going to settle the tab?
yeah, or to figure out the one that maybe is pulling the strings.
All right, here we go.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you.
You're not big on trust, are you?
You can trust me.
Wait, did he just say you can trust me?
You're not big on trust. You can trust me, God of tricksters.
Yeah.
You want me to
Yeah.
trust the literally being the carnation, the
Of
living
trickery.
essence of trickery.
Yeah.
That's a tall order.
Yeah. That's difficult. I mean, I'd be like, no, that's a hard pass. I'm sorry, bro.
And, you know, I've been tricking people my entire life. Why would I know what trickery is. Why would I trust somebody? I have to say, I had to kind of feel like that. If I was a person that was tricking all the time, it would be hard for me to trust people because, well, I know what it is to be tricked. So no, I
Right.
wouldn't trust anybody.
Right. All right.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
Why never do it again?
I've studied your
never do it
entire
again.
life 50 times. I'd never do it again. I've changed my ways. How so? Go on and tell me.
Yeah.
Because the other timelines, that does not happen. This one's different. Why? Because Tesseract. I love how they give him like
I mean, I just found it funny that he felt like saying that was going to help him.
I want to
in
thank
that
each other on a piece of
situation.
paper, too. I'll never do it again. Oh, really?
That guy's probably going, I wonder how many times he said that. Hang on. Oh, look. Here it is. Here. Oh, shit. We need more paper.
I bet that's pretty much like his tagline.
Yeah.
And then they give
Oh,
him a
man.
business attire, too. I find that kind of funny. That he's like, you know what? We're going to give you a suit and tie. No flashy
Yeah.
costume.
You're
Suit
not
and
looking
tie.
all cool. You're not looking all cool this go around.
No
We're gonna strip
crown
you out of that shit.
horns, no staff, no greenery. Just, it's nice. I like to say it's a nice little touch.
Yep.
Oh. The little ding. That's a nice little touch in the elevator.
I'm interested to see it more from the comedy than I am anything. I mean, it just looks hilarious. Like, I'll never do it again.
It has the writing of the director from Rick and Morty. It's his humor. He loves satire. He loves little jabs at and breaking third walls or fourth walls. He loves that kind of stuff. Dude is all about that. So I have high hopes in the director. Now, I will say it's going to be, you know, of course, by Disney Marvel. And Disney has done some great things with Marvels. I'm just hoping they don't go and try to cater. You know my rule about catering. I don't like catering. So
Yep.
I have a lot of hopes. It definitely looks good. I will definitely be seeing it. Now, question is Disney gonna make this a paywall, even if you have Disney Plus, or they're gonna do like what HBO did? All you gotta do is buy the service and you can watch the movie.
I have no idea because we don't have Disney Plus here. We've thought about getting it, but we don't have it.
With the last couple movies they did, it's like $15 or $20 a month, right? But in order to watch the movie, people have to pay like $30 to watch it.
Wow.
On top of your Disney Plus service. But HBO, for the Mortal Kombat, you just buy the HBO and then you get the movies. All of them.
Well, that's awesome.
And you watch as many times you want. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, would you be willing to do that if you had Disney Plus? Like, would you be like, well, I really want to see this movie, $30
No.
on top
If
of it.
if I knew that it was going to cost me more money, I wouldn't have Disney Plus to begin with. I would just go to the theater.
And you'd be okay with seeing it with, well, then again, if Disney Plus makes you pay $30 and you can only see it that one time and then block it, you couldn't see that multiple times. But yeah, theaters were probably better. I would say if it's especially if it's coming out May the 7th in theaters, but in June 11th on Disney Plus. Why would you even wait that long at that point? I'd be like, nope, it's in theaters right now. Why would I wait?
know.
Why would I wait a whole another month before it come out on Disney Plus? I'll just go see it. Yeah, I would agree with you. I would see it in theaters because you can buy what you want. You can watch it. You don't have to worry about no paywall. You don't have to worry about no service, and you can see it sooner. It's just,
Yep.
So you still think you're never going to see it. I would like to go see it. I don't know if my wife would be willing to see it. She's a bit of she's a hard nut to crack sometimes when it comes to watching movies. I would say right now though, though I did enjoy overall the Mortal Kombat movie, my wife hated it. So she's a hard nut to crack.
Yep.
I know Stealthy's looking forward. Now does Stealthy know a lot of things about Loki?
No, she just likes his overall character.
Mhm.
She likes his trickery and his little puns and his jabs and the comical moments.
So his overall demeanor is what she enjoys. Okay. Definitely gonna be a good movie.
Yep. I think it's gonna be funny. I think it's gonna be more comical than anything.
Do you think they're gonna pull any other characters in? Are you hoping for any other
With the
characters?
possibility of split timelines, I think it's possible. Yes.
Who would you like to see in the movie with them? Maybe it's already in the Marvel universe already, or in the Marvel movies. Who would you like to see them pull in?
I would like to see, since it deals with time, I'd like to see Doctor Strange pop in.
Doctor Strange. That's a good choice. Good choice. I wouldn't be surprised if Thor makes an appearance. At least, again, it's a movie, so it's not gonna be like like a TV show, like appearance in this episode, but like a little like peek in, like he walks past Thor while Thor is doing something else in the time. Like, oh, there's my brother in this timeline. Gotta go. That'd be a little nice little touch. I wouldn't mind seeing. Who would I mind not seeing? Is X-Men in the universe of Marvel?
X-Men?
I want to say it is.
I think so.
If X-Men's in the movie of Marvel, I wouldn't mind them seeing them throw a hint toward the X-Men and try to connect it, like a little subtle connection, so where we can start actually having some mutants in the Marvel universe things.
Yeah.
At some point they do connect.
Yes.
And they use Loki in multiple timelines. That's a nice little easy way of just boop right in there.
Yep. I agree.
Wolverine,
I think that would be cool.
Juggernaut, Beast, Cyclops. I don't care. Just Nightcrawler, anybody. Professor X. Just throw it in there. A nice little thing. Even if it's just a little nod, I'll be okay with it. I personally do very much like the X-Men universe. Not all the movies, unfortunately, but I was definitely an X-Men fan when I was a kid. Especially Beast. Beast was my dude. Love Beast.
Yeah, I watched a lot of X-Men. I was a huge Rogue fan.
You would like my brother. He loved Rogue. My middle brother liked Wolverine. So, kind of matches his personality. So, yeah. If you're interested in seeing this movie, are you going to go see this movie? Will you be paying for Disney Plus and paying, $15, $20, $30 on seeing this movie? And would you be upset with that if that's the case? Or would you be like many other people, probably go see it in the theaters? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Who would you like to see in the movie? Down in the description below. Be sure to, before you leave, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Share this with other people. Get our channel to grow. For those new here, may not know this, we are going to be doing a giveaway after 100 followers or subscribers here. Sorry, Twitch talk there. 100 subscribers here on YouTube. And if we get to 200, we'll step it up. 300, we'll step it up even more. For every 100 we make, we'll step it up the giveaway even bigger, even grander. So please help the channel grow, get our name around, and we appreciate it. But as always, have a good day, have a good night, and as always, have a good life. Much love, y'all. Bye!
Bye.